Iga Swiatek's 21-match win streak on the line. Yulia Putintseva's 7-match win streak on the line. And this first set was action-packed, ladies and gentlemen. The roof is closed. Rainy, wet day, SW19. And the fans are piling in as the Polish powerhouse dominating early on. Her first couple service games were dominant. However, ladies and gentlemen, Yulia Putinseva putting up a fight. Now, check the community. I did a poll. Will Yulia have over 9.5 drop shots scored or under 9.5 drop shots scored? Why do we say that? Well, Yulia is an amazing drop shotter. She's got good slices, and on grass, that's a very effective attack, as she's won all 7 of her matches on grass this grass season. However, the power of Iga Swiatek, it's scary, ladies and gentlemen. But the passing shots are there, and we're seeing Yulia go to the drop shot and the passing shots. Now, Iga Swiatek would get very frustrated as she would lose a point to a drop shot followed by a passing shot, and she just bent over and screamed. Iga is furious. Now, that's a competitor, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to show you that. You want to take a look at it? Let's take a look. Iga's on serve. Polish fans in the building. Let's see here. 30 all. First serve. Drop shot. Passing winner. Now, Iga Swiatek, after losing that point, would bend over and scream. Whoa, she's furious. Now, that's a competitor. I like that. And in the words of her mental coach, you have to let this kind of stuff out. Let your frustration out in a good way. It's got to be constructive, as long as it's not harming anyone or yourself. Scream, slam your racket time and time. Now, it looked like she was about to slam her racket, and then she kind of got it towards the ground, and then she just bent over it and screamed, those rackets are expensive. She probably said, no, I don't want the fine either. And yes, remember, guys, you cannot slam, or at least you're not supposed to slam your racket on the grass. That is a fine. That's an automatic fine. And I think Iga caught herself because she was about to slam her racket. Nonetheless, the Polish powerhouse, just kidding, guys. She would come back and hold the service game after Yulia had a couple opportunities to break back. Yulia's playing a great game. I told you guys, look, the first set, take the over and a half, take Yulia plus 3.5. She's being disrespected greatly in the odds. She's good on grass and she's having success. Huge underdog pick there. Both of them come in. However, the grass conditions there, you see the faded, worn spot there, the brown spot, always dangerous around this time at SW19. Why? Because there's no grip. It's kind of like rolling around, especially with the moisture in the air. It's like rolling on a little slippery, wet spot, right? And Yulia would go down. She would slip and fall, and she would check her knee. I say it every year, guys. How do we make Wimbledon safer? Should they bring in something to patch up the grass? But then again, I mean, you can't necessarily do that because then you'll have other spots that are more worn and less worn. I think you just have to let it be and just take it for what it is, guys. The historic Wimbledon. Iga takes the first set. How did she do it? Let's take a look. I got some stats here for you guys. All right, Iga Swiatek, 3 aces, serving well, 70% of her first serves in. I mean, that's about a 20% lift of her average at slams. Very, very good. She won 70% of her first serves, 70% of her second serves. Triple sevens, guys, that's a lucky number. If she gets through, guess what? Guess who's waiting? Someone Iga has never beat before. Can anyone guess? Comment below. If Iga wins this match, she's 1 set away from setting up a round of 16 clash with someone she's never, ever beat before. That's going to be very interesting, guys. Now, listen, here's the thing about that matchup. It's going to be the first time they've played on grass, and it's against someone, in my opinion, that's a lot stronger than Iga Swiatek and has the ability to put Iga on the back foot with just one shot. Tennis in a minute. Get your popcorn. The Polish powerhouse in control. We'll be right back.